we're from
Auntie!
Today we are doing a cosmic collage, but first we need to learn about our artist of the week. Maya Land is a creative collage artist from London who uses cutout shapes, colours and textures to make amazing pictures. She loves using bits of paper, magazines, fabric and paint to build her art piece by piece like a puzzle. Maya's artwork often shows nature, people and playful scenes, and she enjoys mixing different materials to make something new and exciting. Her collages help show that art can be made from all kinds of things, not just paint or pencils. For this project, you will need black A4 card, newspaper scrapbook sheets, galaxy scrapbook sheets, glitter or metallic papers, photocopies of cars, trains and buses, alcohol markers, a glue stick, a black Sharpie or fine liner, a lead pencil and a pair of scissors. The art element for this project is texture. How does artwork feel or look like it might feel if it's touched? The art principle is movement. Movement is how your eyes travel through art, like taking a little journey across the picture. This one is a bit of a layered collage. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to have your black card, then you're going to have your newspaper print, your music print, basically your old book sheet is going to go in the middle. Then you're going to have a piece of sparkle, whatever color you choose, that's going to be cut out and sat in the middle. It's like an illusion. On top of that, we're going to have a little bubble of color to make it look like it's come from another world. And then finally, out of that, you're going to have your piece of transport that's coming. And this we will finish off by coloring in using the graphic markers. So let's get started. So we're using our graphic markers again this week, focusing in on those techniques of using colors that are similar so that you can create shading of dark and light. If you want to challenge yourself, you should make your transport all grey tones so that the backgrounds really pop out from behind. We've done our own sort of colouring. You can see with Ziggy, we've done more greys on his train, and with my car, I've mixed some beiges with greens just to give it a bit of interest and to show how those graphic markers work. You've got your little piece of transport, so you're going to position it like it's going to fly through the sky. So if you put them up there, the first thing we're going to do is get some glue and we're going to put it on the back of our sheet, and then you want to position it so that it is in the middle of your card. Now, the next step is the sparkle. So the best way to do this bit is to fold it in half, and I would actually fold this in half again. So you only need a quarter of a piece of that A4. So what you'll see is if we place our pieces of sparkle onto our piece of typed paper, you'll see it's the right size to now cut into a zigzag kind of black hole sparkle. So we're not going to glue it on. We're going to flip it over so it's on the white side. Okay, and we're going to come with our pencil. Now the best way to do this is to draw a circle and then do zigzags. I'm going to do it straight in the black ink so that you can see it. But what I'm going to do is I'm using my edge of my card and I'm just coming along around my card and uses up most of it. So Ziggy's done it as a pencil, that's good. So now what he can do is he can go around and do zigzags around that, so it'll make sure that he gets the right shape. You won't see it when you cut it out. The circle's helpful, Ziggy, because what you need to do now is you use it to go all the way around, and then you're only going to cut out the zigzags. It should make it fairly easy to cut out in little snips, so you can go back and forward and back and forward. And remember, it doesn't have to be exact because we're not using that side, we're using this side. Okay, sometimes we'll run into trouble. Ziggy, tell me what's happened that you don't like about this.
I've been cutting.
Yeah.
And it's gone all wonky.
I see. Okay. So when it gets like that, the best thing to do is turn it over and to look at where you're cutting so that you can fix it up. So it looks like this bit is a bit funny. So if we just chop that off, now it looks better. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect because you are going to stick your piece over the top so you can hide some of the bits you don't like. Does that make sense? So let's have a look how it looks now. So we've got our, yours is the music one? Okay. So we've got our music sheet with our sparkle. I think I've got a old dictionary sheet with my sparkle. Okay. And then, so if we position them so we can see, so Ziggy has a train and I'm doing a car, and we're making it look like it's bursting out of space. Now, the only thing that we haven't done yet is we need to add a little bit of extra colored paper, galaxy paper if you've got it, but any kind of scrapbooking paper is fine. So all you're gonna do with that, again, you want it to be smaller than the one you're working with. So if I fold this, okay, and work with that sort of shape, so Ziggy and I can share this actually. Do you want me to cut this one for you? In fact, if you fold it, you can get to it once. Now for this, we don't need it to be jagged anymore. We want it to kind of look like a whirly, swirly cloud that our transport is coming out of. So I'm just cutting all the way around, being a bit wiggly waggly with my scissors. Okay, so once we've got our organic shape, that's going to go in the middle, and then out of that is going to come our train. So if we look like this, or it's going to come our car. Now I think mine's still a little bit too big, so I'm going to shape that a bit. Ziggy, you might want to shape yours so it sits as a spot in the middle, and then you're going to glue it all on, okay? And it should give the illusion that it's all popping out. All right, so
I like it.
Cool, let's get started gluing. Now, the last thing to do is to get your fine liner. There you go. And we're going to add detail to our special little thing. So we're going to look like it's cracked. So what you can do is you want to come out of your sparkle bit and make it look like it's cracked through the book, okay? So you can go ahead and do just some zigzags out of there. You might want to do some shading, black lines around, make it look like it's a bit 3D. So these are our finished Cosmic Collage transport pieces. You can see with the layering effect, it looks really interesting and different, and it makes it look like it's kind of shooting out of a book, which is a pretty awesome effect.
No, I'm like looking at it like this way.
All right.
Cool.
So, what do you think, Ziggy?
Good.
We thank you for joining us with Flights of Fancy this term and doing all our artsy activities with us. We look forward to seeing you next term, and wherever you're doing artsy in the world, we hope you are enjoying and getting creative. Right, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.